Once upon a time in Eldaville lived two men whose destinies seemed to ride on parallel tracks, yet headed in different directions. Julian Sterling, heir to the Sterling fortune, owned most of the skyscrapers that line the city's silhouette. Opposite him was Peter Fisher, a humble street musician who serenaded passers-by. Julian had all the wealth one could wish for, but felt an inexplicable void in his life. No amount of lavish dinners or luxurious yachts could fill the emptiness he felt. On the other hand, Peter, despite living in a small apartment and sometimes worrying about his next meal, carried a zest for life. One crisp autumn evening, Julian's path crossed with Peter's while taking a seldom walk through Central Square. Stopping to listen, Julian was captivated, not just by Peter's music, but by the pure joy with which he played his weathered guitar. Julian felt poor in spirit compared to the musician. An unlikely friendship began, with Julian often visiting Peter to listen and learn. Peter became a sage of sorts, teaching Julian about finding wealth in simplicity, in creativity, and in life's inherent beauty. Julian shared stories of the world's wonders he'd seen, opening Peter's eyes to new places. One day, Julian invited Peter to a gala he was hosting. There, in front of businessmen and dignitaries, Peter performed. His music, raw and unpretentious, moved everyone in attendance. As the notes of his final song lingered, Julian realized he had discovered a new dimension of wealth, friendship. Realizing the impact music had, Julian set up a fund to support street artists, while Peter finally had the means to record an album. The tracks of their lives continued parallel, now enriched by each other's influence. The true richness they taught each other wasn't weighed by currency, but by moments shared.